Welcome to Fibromyalgia with Harriet Susan Gardner. Now we're going to be doing lying down. Now lying down is probably the most comfortable way for you to train because it gives you full back support and it minimises the effect and gravity of your tired joints. So obviously it's great for when you have a flare up or even a wind down, yeah? And always make sure, if you need to, that you support the back of your head. Now some of you will find that you don't need to and others that do. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little section of mobilisation and then we're going to move to some strength work. Now what we're going to do with these is I'm going to show you what to do and we're going to do them together. But then if you want to continue doing it a bit longer, you're more than welcome to, because you can stop the video and then you can go on to the next section, yeah? So everything we do is possible and it is really good when you have a flare-up, because when you're lying down you can really relax yourself and just sort of allow your body to move, because remember what I said about the mobility, we need to make sure that the body is nice and mobile to function better. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to lie down. And you can rest your head on a pillow or something, and I'm just going to go a little bit of an angle so you can see me, and then you bring your knees into the chest and you just roll the knees around. Now this massages the lower back and helps stretch through the lower back as well, and obviously you're bringing that knees into your chest as well, lifting the pelvis up and just stretching around through your bottom a little bit as well. So just roll it round. So with this movement you can do it as long as you want to, a few minutes, so you can do it on your bed. Obviously it is better to be on the floor, but not everybody can get down and off the floor, especially in a flare-up, so this might be a good thing to do in your bed. So this will be great in the morning before you get out of bed. This will be great at the end of the day, like we said, as a wind down as well. So the next one we're going to do some pelvic tilts. So what I want you to do is imagine you've got a marble on your pubic bone. Roll the marble into your belly button and bring it back. So just roll the marble into your belly button and bring it back. So what we're doing here is we're getting movement through the hip joint. Obviously where the spine attaches to the pelvis, there's a little bit of movement there. As you're rolling backwards and forwards, a little bit of contraction through the abdominal area, but we are loosening up around the pelvis area. Up and down, pelvic tilting. So that's a movement, there we go, up and down. So you can see, again, you can carry on doing it for a bit longer, or you can just move on to your next one. After you've done the videos a few more times, you'll actually get to understand the routine that you're doing with them. So what we're going to do now is knee side to side. So you can put your feet together or hip width apart. And literally, what I want you to do is I want you to imagine a clock. So I just want you to go to 5 past and then 5-2. So nice and relaxed, then go to 10 past and then 10-2. So what we're doing is we're trying to make sure we engage all the muscle fibres. So what happens is when you're tense, the sliding filaments of the muscles don't move and slide across each other. And obviously the pain that you get might be one end or the other and things stop moving. So if you just take your time with it, you can allow those sliding filaments to start working, which is going to increase your mobility. So you're going down like 20 past, 22. Now remember with this one, don't worry if you can't get all the way down. It doesn't matter. You carry on doing it while I'm just showing you. It doesn't matter if you can't get all the way to the floor. Some of you will go, oh, I can do it straight away. That's not the point. I don't want you to do it straight away. I want you to do it 5 past, 10 past, quarter past that way. Because what you're doing is you're engaging all the other muscles and you're stretching them. Because everybody has a pivot point where they can go down straight away, but we're trying to make sure that everything gets to stretch. This will really help with your mobility. Okay, so what we're going to do next is a hamstring stretch. Now what you can do is you can use a strap or you can use your arms. So if you're not feeling 100%, you can grab a strap. I haven't got one with me today, that wasn't very good of me, was it? But what you can do is grab hold of your leggings or your pyjama bottoms, and then what you're not doing is lifting your head like that. So if you lie on the floor, just pull the leg in and hold it. Now if you have the strap, it goes over your foot there, you pull it back. I'm okay, I can go back there. But if you've got a flare up, you don't want to put any more effort in than you can, just gently pull the leg towards you. Now when you're there, can you feel here? So I want you to try and push your tailbone down and get a bit more of a stretch. So obviously if you're sitting a lot, and if you're finding it in a flare-up you're not moving much, you need to make sure you are stretching through those hamstrings. So you can use a strap, hand, yeah, or even your pyjama bottoms or whatever. So what we're going to do now is we're going to work a little bit through the hip. So what I want you to do is to straighten the leg, cross the ankle over the leg, and then just slowly slide it up and slowly slide it back. Now obviously if you're on your bed you're going to have to be on top of it, aren't you? So I don't know whether you'll be able to slide the sheets in and up. So first of all we slide down and we slide up. So doing that again, I know I keep coming up to look, it's rather better than me sitting up each time. Just slide it down and bring it back. Well done. So what is this doing? This is starting to warm you up and help towards your bottom being opened up. Let's change it over. So again, if you want to do a few more, my advice is when you're doing this, start off by doing maybe 10 seconds or 15 seconds or 20 seconds or whatever on one side. That gives you an idea, right? And then change it over and do the other side. So you can build it up to doing a minute on each side, but you can start really slow and then bring it in. Get into a habit that almost like becomes a mantra of you doing these exercises. That's it. Just to help open up the hips. And this is all about getting those legs going. So now we're going to do the same thing again, but this time we're not sliding the leg. So we're going to just rock it down to open up the hip and your bum again. So think about what we did before. And we're going 5. So I'm going 5-2. I'm going 10-2. I'm going quarter past. Yeah, making my way down to 20. Now for some of you that would be like, oh, it's a bit too far. So just stay at quarter past. And then you go to 25. If you want to bring it up without forcing it, all you have to do is pull in your belly button. Pull your belly button in and that will help it back up. So again, you can do that a few times, going down, 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 or you can change it over and do the same on the other side. 5-2, 10-2. So this might be reversed for you, and you might go, no, it's not. Quarter 2. 20 past. 25, even I can't remember my clock. And one more. Yeah, so taking it down there. Perfect. Bring it up. So then just bring your knees into your chest, roll them around one way, roll them the other, straighten the legs and stretch. So that might be all you want to do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pause and then we're going to do some strength bits with the legs and your abs. Welcome back. So we're still doing our lying. We've just done a nice bit of mobilization. We've done a little bit of stretching. So now we're going to do a little bit of strength work. So this again is to try and keep the legs nice and strong and toned. Remember, we're starting at the beginning here. This is for people who've really struggled and they just need to get themselves up and running. Now all you do is, as you get better at stuff, there's other ways of making it a little bit harder. So the strength, we're going to work on our bootylicious bottom. It's called the glute bridge. So you put your feet hip width apart, tuck your chin in, you inhale, and as you exhale you go up, hold it there, inhale, and then exhale, come down. Now the way that we build up strength through the bottom and also through the hamstrings, and this is all posterior chain, this is supporting your spine as well, is the slower we do it, the more effective it becomes. So again, we've got to think about our breath. We pull in through the belly button, we inhale, we exhale, go up. We inhale, hold, and we exhale, come down. We inhale, then exhale, go up. So this is the glute bridge. So with the glute bridge, you can do it again. You can try 30 seconds, you can try a minute, you can build up to a minute. And what you can actually do with this program that I'm going to show you now is you can do a minute on each one, rest, do another minute on each one, rest, and another minute on each one. So you can start by just doing 30 seconds, build it up to a minute, then you can try and do another set. Do you see what I mean? So heel slides. So we've got an option here. What you can do is you can lift up into your glute bridge and slide your heel down and bring it back. Other side, slide the heel and slide it back and come down. So there, when we're doing and we're lifting our hip off the floor, we're working at balancing, stability through the hips. So we can take it down slowly and back, and the same, so working on that stability through the hip and down. Or then we can bring it down, or we can maybe just start doing the movement if you're very stiff, yeah? If you're very stiff, I know we were doing it with our leg crossed over when we were doing the stretching, but if you're very stiff, do it like that. So when you come up into your glute bridge, if you literally don't want to go too far, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. If you're not ready to slide it all the way out and all the way back, it doesn't matter, yeah, when you're doing it. Now, dead bug's been clean. It looks like, you know, I'd spent hours and hours making everything look amazing and stuff like that. I want you to feel you're in your home, you're feeling very comfortable in the environment that you're in, and you're trying to do exercises. And as I was showing you then, as soon as I went into dead bug, what happens? The phone rings. Anyway, let's get up. Dead bug. So the first thing, as I said in the last clip, was that what I want you to do is I want you to put your hands, if you've got a bad back, underneath your bottom. That's the first option. The second option, as you get better, is to put your hands by your thighs. And then when you get really good and you feel really confident, you can put your arms above your head. Now, what does the dead bug do? So we've just been doing glute bridges, heel slides, really working through the posterior chain. So we're obviously working posterior chain, if you're not sure, is your hamstrings, your buttocks, and the muscles in your back that help support your spine and obviously your lower back. So when we go into dead bug with legs only, and we can do it with our arms as well, we start working on your core. So we're not only working through the muscles of the back, we're working through your abdominals as well. So, dead bug. So let's say we all need to put our hands under our bottom. So the dead bug, you just take your leg out and in. Right, so let's think about your breath work. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Yeah, so again, your back is already pushing on the floor. Now, I'm just going to carry on, but I'm going to put my hands out to the side. If I've got my hands out to the side, I've got to push my back into the floor and do it that way. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So you must remember, and the same with this, tilt the pelvis, push it back into the floor, exhale as you bring it out, inhale, exhale. Trying to keep your back on the floor. So for most of us, if we're in flare up, we'd start here, we then come out a little bit further as we get stronger. And remember what I said about the minute. Try to do it, build up to a minute, and then go through the whole of the strength side again, and then go back into doing it all over again. So you do the glute bridge, the heel slides, the dead bug, and then the last one which you're going to do now, which is leg circles. And then you go back to the beginning, glute bridge, heel slides, leg circles. Dead bug leg circles. Right, tilt the pelvis, leg circles. What you do is you lift your leg up in the air. Don't worry if your leg is slightly bent. What you do is you push your back into the floor so you're not arching your back. Now what you do, whether you've got your leg bent or your leg straight, is you imagine a circle somewhere above you. And you inhale and draw half the circle, and then you exhale and draw the other half of the circle. Then you go the other way, making sure you do it really slow. So this is really working on stability and also activating those little muscles that we don't use. We call them the intelligent muscles. So you need to get that movement. Now what you might find when you first start doing this, it's very jerky. And what we want is that movement to be really, really slow, but also smooth. So when you're doing anything that's Pilates based, you've got to think of the flow of the movement, the control of the movement as well, but also how smooth it is. If it's shaking like that, it shows that obviously the muscles aren't quite used to doing it. So take your time with it. So what you might find when you first start, you actually have to do it faster, but the slower you get, the more controlled your muscles become and the stronger they become. So again, you do one leg and then you do the other. So those are a fantastic way of starting with your lying down bits. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. So we're going to be moving on to the chair ones next.